All right, so here's some more practice problems for my Algebra 1 people. I wanted just to run through these real quick. Hopefully you've already completed these, and so this is just me going over the questions with you. If you haven't done that, I would go ahead and do that real quick if you can. That way this is most beneficial for you. So something I forgot to put, which you probably had to find, which is the vertex over here. What's my vertex? Okay, it is 4, or we take the opposite of what's on the inside of my parentheses and keep what's the outside. So 4, 6 is my vertex, okay? My axis of symmetry is just the x value of my vertex. So it's x is equal to 4. The equation, if it's negative out in front, it's going to open down. So remember down max, so we have a max over here. And then does this equation have a vertical stretch or shrink? So looking at this a value right here, not the sign out in front, but just this value. If this value is less than 1, so is it a fraction that is less than 1? Yes, it's less than 1. So we have a vertical shrink. Sorry, I write shrink over here. Okay, my domain is negative infinity to positive infinity. I'm going to sketch my graph at 4, 6, and it's opening down, so it's going to look like this. This doesn't have to be perfect, but this is helpful for you to find your range, okay? So my lowest value is negative infinity, and my highest y value, you can look over here, is 6. There you go. So that's the first example or you try problem. Here's another one. Hopefully you've done this one as well. Okay, so again, my vertex, looking at this, I'm going to take the opposite of what's on the inside, which is 1, and keep what's on the outside. So my vertex is 1, 3. Okay, so that's important to know. If you didn't do that, I was on here, so I don't expect you to have known to do that, but this is going to be one of the questions on your test and on your homework, so make sure you're including that part. Because I mean, it's vertex form after all, you need to know the vertex. Okay, so my axis of symmetry is just the x value of my vertex, which is x is equal to 1. I'm going to look out here, do I have a negative sign? No, so I know it's going to be opening up. Max or min, remember up is a minimum. So min, up is min, down is max. And then we're going to look just out here at my a value. If this a value is less than 1, so is it a fraction that's less than 1? Yes. So it's going to be a vertical shrink. My domain is all real numbers, or negative infinity to positive infinity. And my range, again, I'm going to sketch this before I try to guess what it is. So I'm going to plot my vertex, okay, and then it's opening up, okay, so notice this is going to be a little different from the other two we've done. So my lowest value this time is at 3, okay, I'm going to use bracket for the 3, and then it's going up to infinity, so my positive infinity is my largest value. Okay, one more. All right, here we go. Oh, it's definitely crooked, so let me fix that. Okay, so again, my vertex is something that I'm always going to want to find, especially when it's in vertex form. I'm going to look at here. I'm going to take the opposite of what's inside my parentheses, so it's negative 5. And I'm going to keep the sign of what's on the outside, so it's 3. Okay? I'm just going to go ahead and plot this now, just so because I know I'm going to need it later. All right, negative 5. This is a 6, so negative 5, 3. Okay, my axis of symmetry is just the x value of my vertex, so x is equal to negative 5. And we look out here, if it's a negative sign, guess what? It's opening down. So down, if our dog was named Max, we'd say sit down, Max. So max, we have a max. And so if we have a max and it's opening down, my graph's going to look like this. Okay, and again, this is just a sketch. I'm going to look out here, not at this sign, but at this number. Okay, that number is greater than 1, then we have a stretch. So the reason I say not to include the negative sign is because that's what tells me to open up or down. It doesn't tell me whether it's stretch or shrink. So we're just looking at this number, and people confuse that a lot of times. They're like, well, -2 is less than 1, but no. looking just at the 2, 2 is greater than 1, so we know it's a stretch. Okay, I just want to clarify that. My domain is all real numbers. My lowest value is negative infinity. My highest y value, because when we're talking about range, we're only talking about y values, is 3. And we are done. Okay, so if you have any questions, if I went too fast, as I did these pretty quick, you can rewind it, rewatch it. Feel free to email me. I'm here for you guys. All right, bye.